Hello and welcome to Dad Riffs. My name is Jeff and I wanted to do a little introduction about myself, who I am, a little bit of my background, and a little bit about what I want to do with this channel. At the time of filming, I am currently 44 years old and I bought my very first guitar when I was 14 or 15 years old. It would be this red Ibanez RX-20 that you see here. I bought this used at the one and only pawn shop in Scranton, Pennsylvania. You could tell my influences: punk rock, pop punk, and skateboards. And the way I bought this guitar, I didn't eat lunch. My parents would give me lunch money and I would just save it. And I used that lunch money to pay on my layaway for this guitar. And like every other week or so, me and my buddy would skateboard downtown. I'd pay on my layaway until I made the $140 or $150 plus tax to finally take this home. And I didn't know at the time, but I got ripped off because this guitar at the time I bought it, brand new, was like $175. And like 2 doors down from the pawn shop was a music shop that sold Ibanez, and they had RX-20s for $175 brand new. But I mean, I didn't know any better. I was like 14 or 15 years old, and I probably still would have bought the used one because even like 25 bucks cheaper, that was like a whole week's worth, or probably nearly 2 weeks worth of lunches, because lunch back then was super cheap. I mean, you can get a soda and a snack for like $1 in like middle school back then. So yeah, it took a while to make $140, but I did it, and I bought it, and this was my very first guitar and my only guitar for a lot of years. I did eventually pick up a Fender DG11, which is it's a dreadnought acoustic guitar. I still have it. It's on this rack. You might not be able to see it in frame. Could you? Yeah, you kind of see it right there, kind of sticking out. It's a black, completely, maybe the next beta would, but it's not a real wood guitar. The action is crazy high. I never got it set up. I didn't know you can get an acoustic guitar set up, and I've had many good acoustics since then. But then I got a 1999 Fender Powerhouse Strat as my graduation present from high school, and that was my first like real legit guitar, my first Strat, first real guitar. And I stupidly sold that to a buddy of mine. Who knows? He cannot sell it to anyone else. He has to sell it back to me. He won't sell it back to me right now, but I do pester him about it pretty frequently. So I'm hoping to wear him down and get that back. But from there, I did develop a bit of a Strat addiction. I had at one point 6 or 7. They were, and still are, probably one of my preferred guitars. I certainly tastes as they do. They changed over the years. I do only currently own 2 Strats. You can see one on the wall behind me. It is a 2006 Fender Highway 1 Strat, and I do also have in the older looking case there, the square, a 76 Strat, like a vintage. Doesn't have original pickups in it, so it's certainly player's grade, but it was a dream guitar, and I have that. I got a couple other dream guitars. I've been through my Les Paul phase. I still actually play. I was playing Les Pauls mostly until semi-recently I started playing my Tele quite a bit. Not the one on the wall. This one here. This one down here on the floor, which is a early 2000s Mexican Strat. Started its life as a midnight purple or midnight blue. I don't remember. I don't know if they called, I think they called it midnight blue, but it was like a purple color. And I sanded that thing down to wood and I painted it Sherwood green, put a set of Lindy Fralins with a P90 in the neck. Love that guitar. The paint job did not age too well, but I painted that like 20 years ago in not very good conditions. You can probably tell I'm sweating to death right now. It's probably close to 100 degrees upstairs in this room. And the room I painted in was probably about these same conditions dead of summer. Super hot, super humid. Oh yeah, and also it was like a 150-year-old building that was pretty dusty. So lots of contaminants in the paint. Didn't know what I was doing. It was the first guitar that I ever painted. I learned a lot from that, but it did look pretty good for probably about 10 or 12 years. But the past, 8 years or so that the paint kind of sank. You could see it's uneven, but I still love it. I still play it. It's a great guitar, which is kind of what inspired me to get that Sunburst Telly that is going to be a winter project and a completely different video series all on its own. So over the years, I've played in a bunch of different bands, mostly punk bands, at least the ones that I've actually played out in quite a bit. I've done a lot of open mics, more than I can ever count. There was a few years where every Monday, me and my buddy Chris, we would go to the Bog, also in Scranton, and we'd play that open mic just about every Monday night. It started, the two of us would just drinking a couple beers, playing some music, and then we decided, hey, there's an open mic at the Bog. Why don't we try it? We got hooked, and from there, my open mic addiction started. I played a lot of open mics, a lot of different places. Played a couple different cover bands. Some were kind of just garage bands where we just jammed out and played. My buddy Chris, whom I just mentioned, and my buddy Matt, who has my 99 Powerhouse Lake Placid Blue Strat. They were in a band together for a lot of years. They still play a couple times a year, and semi-recently I played a few songs with their bands. They do like a big show. Well, they only do it like once or twice a year, so they do like a big show. People that used to be in the band, people that are in the band, friends of the band come up, play a couple songs. That's kind of what sparked my interest to really start playing again, because while I can play guitar, I'm certainly not a good player. I'm not a great player by any means. And I noodle mostly, which isn't great. You don't really learn anything from noodling. It's just fun. But I noodle quite a bit. But when they asked me to play some songs, I hadn't really done more than just noodle around for 20, 30 minutes while I was watching TV or something. I was actually playing songs and actually relearning songs. I played songs that I had played years ago. So I was relearning some songs, and it kind of sparked something. And I was like, man, I miss this. I miss playing. Because while you can see I do have a lot of guitars now, this is, as far as I'm concerned, a very minimal collection for me. While I'm not a great guitar player, I love guitars. I've always loved guitars. I always thought they were really beautiful. That's honestly, I think they're like works of art. Well, I mean, I don't think I'd necessarily call an Ibanez RX-20 a work of art, but guitars are, to me at least, as good as hanging a picture on the wall. It's why I have, this is basically an unplayable guitar at this point. The truss rod is seized, it won't hold tune, it's not even in tune. I tuned it up probably 20 minutes before I filmed it. It's completely out of tune. But this is wall art. Case in point, this is a piece of wall art. And even if I'm not playing them, I still love to look at them, and I've always done that. I've always loved guitars, playing them, looking at them, and owning them. So I did have a vast collection for a period of time. I've had some really killer guitars over the years, and I've sold a couple, and there's been guitar regret, which I'll probably do like a couple videos on guitar regret. I'm actively, it's a needle in a haystack, trying to find one guitar. There's two that I would love to find. One I have a serial number for, one I do not, so I know I'll never find that one. There was a distinguishing factor of the acoustic guitar, but it's gonna be much harder to find. But I do have a serial number for an old Strat that I would love to get back. But that's, again, for another story. So with this channel, I kind of want to talk about music, guitars at least. I'm not a huge music nerd. I don't know really any theory at all like that, but I kind of want to record my progress, if you will. I have like some of these charts. I have the A minor pentatonic scale right here. So I'm learning that. I never learned that. I knew like a couple of scales, but I never learned pentatonic scale. I did take guitar lessons way back when, and my guitar teacher, basically it would be like this. I'd go in, I'd pay him $20 or $25 for the week, and he would proceed to spend probably 15 to 20 minutes of my 45-minute class just ripping on his guitar, showing me what he knows. Okay, well that's not helping me because he's just playing super fast. Then he would ask me what songs I want to learn how to play. Then he would leave. He'd go upstairs, because it was in this music store that sold brand new Ibanez's, I didn't know at the time, and he'd find the music book, and he'd come down and teach me songs that I wanted to learn. And that's all. He taught me like open chords, a couple, not even a lot of open chords. He taught me like maybe C, G, E, F, maybe, that's it. And basically I bought a book that he would be able to write either tablature out in or notes, but he never taught me how to read music, so he would write tablature out for me. and the front of that would have open chords. So that's how I learned most of the chords I know is from that little book that I still own. That's kind of a keepsake. But he would just teach me how to play songs, and he would teach me how to play Green Day songs and Blink-182 songs. So like nothing hard, nothing that I couldn't learn on my own. The internet wasn't what it is then, so it wasn't like I could just go to just Google and be like, I want to, damn it, Blink-182, damn it, chords, Blink-182, damn it, tabs, and have all the numbers pop up on a sheet. That wasn't a thing. I couldn't do that then. So he taught me how to play guitar by teaching me songs, which isn't terrible, but I was basically paying this guy to show off for me and teach me how to play like 3-4 chord punk rock songs. So basically wasted a ton more money that way. And then I got a little older, found out the internet worked better, got more chords, and learned how to play songs, and started playing in punk rock bands and stuff like that. And that's kind of, I went off topic, so talk about it, ramble. I had a point, I lost it. I lost it a while ago. But yeah, I did take lessons, but I didn't learn much, so I don't know a lot of theory. So, back on point. So part of what I want this channel to be is kind of to document my progress. I'm going to be practicing when I can. I am in my mid-40s. I do have a full-time job. I have a wife. I have a kid who is actually, at the time of filming this, which is why I have all this time to sit here right now, on vacation with my parents. So she's gone for a couple of days, so I have a little bit of peace and quiet. So I'm kind of able to sit up here and ramble for an excessive amount of time about absolutely nothing. But I want to document my progress and kind of maybe use it for posterity for myself. Maybe I learned something that I could share with the audience. And I also want to kind of tell some of my stories about things that I've learned and seen, I guess, over the years, because even though I'm not a great or strong player, I do have experience playing in bands, playing on open mics, running sound for bands, and it's just seeing live music. And I have a lot of stories about different gear, equipment that I've had, different guitars, pedals, amps over the years. So I do feel like I have an unfair amount of knowledge to share, not necessarily as much or as valuable as some of these big YouTube channels that you see of these guys that are professional musicians or at least professional YouTube guitar players, but I do have some real world experience that I could share. And one series I want to do is I want to document my winter project with that Sunburst Telly back there. I'm not going to tell you in this video what I have plans for it, but it is going to change. I did just recently acquire that last week. I did two things to it. I did change the pick guard and I put strap locks on it. And I changed the pick guard already only because the neck pickup was not screwed in to the pick guard. It was sunken down, so I had to remove the pick guard to fix the pickup. And because it had a mother of pearl pick guard on it, and I hate mother of pearl pick guards, I had a mint green one already, so I went ahead and put the mint green pick guard on. And because I already had a screwdriver in my hand, I decided to pull the strap buttons off and put Dunlop dual locks on because I had one set of those lying around, and that's all I did, which will all come back off once the guitar gets disassembled for refinishing. That's your only hint. But yeah, I hope I didn't ramble too much. It's kind of what I do. On my other channel, I was doing a series called Sunday Sessions where I'd have a topic and just go off on random things. I try to stay on topic or come back. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. I have a tendency to just babble. It's what I do, it's how I talk, it's part of my personality. Love it or leave it, that's who I am. So maybe you'll buckle up and take a ride here with me on the trying to relearn how to play guitar series of my life. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you don't like this video, that's fine. You can hit that dislike button, but make sure you hit it twice just to make sure. Hope this was a little bit enjoyable and entertaining for you. Good night.